Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Today I have for you top 10 tips for keeping children entertained during the Easter holidays. Now obviously most of these could actually be used during any holidays or after school or anything. So possibly just top 10 tips for keeping children entertained. Still a mouthful. Here we go. Number 1, a boredom jar. The idea behind these being that it is a jar filled with things for them to do when they get bored. What we did last year is we decorated the jars, which took us ages. Well, it didn't take me any time at all, but it took the kids ages. They got stickers, they got buttons, they got sparkly stuff, and they decorated the jars, and they had an amazing time decorating the jars. But what is inside is loads and loads of little bits of paper. So the idea being that when your child is bored, oh, my hand's too big, they pick out a piece of paper. This one says, ride your bike. And they could just go outside into the garden if it's a nice day and ride their bike. What they can't do is what my son did all throughout the summer holidays, just pick one and go, no, I don't want to do that. Pick another one, no, I don't want to do that. Pick another one, no, I don't want to do that. So a lot of these ones, to be fair, are from last summer, but you can put new tasks and things in, and they're a really good way of keeping children entertained. Go to the park, find a snail shell. That's a good one because that can take ages. Number 2, finding the buttons. Now this can be anything. It could be marbles, it could be, I don't know, we use Find the Buttons, and you can either buy a giant pack of really big buttons from B&M or a craft shop or something like that, or you must have a little box of buttons like that your grandma used to have or something. Hide them in a room, obviously without the children there, and then set them loose in the room with the buttons and they will go find them. It's quite simple, but genuinely they then want to hide the buttons, then we find them, and it's a game that can go on for hours. So it's a game that keeps on giving, and we really enjoy Find the Buttons. Number 3, Easter crafts. Now I would check out places like Poundland. Last year I got these, make your own decorations, and some other kind of Eastery things from Poundland. Everything in there is what you need. Possibly you might need some glue as well, but they've got some really lovely crafts down at Poundland and B&M, all those kind of shops, and it's a really nice thing to do, just to sit down if it's rainy or whatever outside, then you can sit and do some craft, and obviously then you can decorate with it too. Number 4, sports day. I guess you kind of need it to be outside. My children love sports day, so what we do is we take a spoon and a potato, 2 spoons and 2 potatoes down to the park, and maybe something they can balance on their head, and we play sports day games in the park, and it keeps them entertained for ages. Possibly doesn't get rid of the competitiveness of my children, but it's a very good game to play. Number 5, picnic on the floor. If it's a nice day, obviously you can go out for a picnic, but if it's a bit grizzly or a bit bleh, then you could just have a picnic on the carpet or on the floor, in your kitchen, in your living room, just in a room in your house where your kids wouldn't normally get to sit on the floor and eat. Obviously put a blanket down first, but it's just quite a nice way to spend a little bit of time, and for some reason it makes lunch take longer. Number 6, make a den. Turn your sofa over, take the cushions off, throw some sheets over, get a clothes horse, make the best den you can ever make. Doesn't even need to be that good, but my children love it when we suddenly go into the living room and turn all the sofas over and make an amazing den underneath. It's good fun, and then they can play games in the den later on. Number 7, cooking or baking. I think children love to make things they can eat, and if you're not up to doing, if you don't kind of fancy doing full-on baking, then maybe just make Rice Krispie cakes or cornflake cakes, which involve no cooking or anything like that, and they don't actually involve that much mess. They're quite nice to do. And if you did Easter nests, you could do shredded wheat with chocolate on and make it into a nest shape, and then put little mini eggs in and a little chick on top. Number 8, decorating eggs. It could be cheap plastic eggs which you buy from Poundland or something, or it could be real eggs. I would say go with the cheap plastic eggs, just because you can then use them again and again. It's good fun for the kids to decorate them. They can put stickers on them, they can paint them, they can draw on them, whatever you want to do with them. And that leads me on to number 9, which is an Easter egg hunt, and you can then use said eggs for an Easter egg hunt and hide them around the house, hide them around the garden, hide them wherever you want to, and get your children to find them. Nice and simple, and takes up a bit of time. Number 10 is one of my favourite things to do with the children in the school holidays. I found this on NetMum's site, and it is to have a disco, and you turn the lights down low or just have a couple on and shut the curtains, put your best clothes on, turn the music up and dance. It's that simple, and you can do it for absolutely ages. There might be a bit of a debatable music tastes, but you know, go with it. It's good fun. Whack on that CD of really cheesy music that you listen to on holiday, all the kind of stuff the kids would love, and just dance. That's it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give us a big thumbs up, and hopefully I will see you again soon. Alright, bye.